SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's check these charts as we still keep pumping across the board. Finally Atom breaking out, but that's a story for later. Doing the Patreon live stream, by the way, if you're interested in joining. Links in the description below. £7.50 a month, 2 streams a week. Yeah, Bitcoin looking sweet. So what we'll do is we'll start with boring old traditional markets, save the best to last, which is the altcoin situation really. So obviously we can see now that the Dixie is breaking down below that 101.2 Rect City FM, and we're going to continue to break down as far as we can see here. There's no reason for any relief rally quite yet. In fact, we got our short signal a little bit ago. And again, it's just a short signal on a Dixie, which is a barometer of strength and weakness, which is why we always look at the Euro, to be honest. But it's just nice to see that obviously this is still doing the inverse, and the Euro being the main precursor to any move on the Dixie. And here we go, bang, bang. So I don't need to keep telling you how this worked out exactly as expected, because if you've been following this channel since December, this is exactly what we expected. We expected the run up, the pull back, the bounce back, new highs. The pump signal still playing out now, so moving on to new local highs. So it's looking good. 112, 114 seems reasonable to me before we're looking for a bigger pullback on the Euro, which means that any move across the board should be accentuated. The S&P looking pretty sweet with the pump signal, golden cross, all that good stuff, and looking to trend up to a brand new local high, probably towards the top of the Bollinger Band, maybe even today. Nothing really slowing this down. It's got a good structure and it's got all the signals that you would like to see for anything that wants to continue up with a run. Same for gold, another perfectly as expected setup here. So big run up, pull back, 200 exponential, V-shaped recovery, bounce, new local highs, exactly as expected. And so obviously, when we say all of this, it's worth recognizing other charts that are doing it too. Here's your total market cap 2 doing exactly as expected. A breakdown, pump up, retest of the golden cross up to new all-time highs. And well, I might as well just show it to you again. We're waiting for the signal to confirm. It seems relatively likely that it will. We can see the Chiku span is taking a dive into the price action. We were looking for this daily candle body to close, or the Chiku span to close within the price action, or the blue to cross the red. They both look like they're going to happen at the same time. What does this mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that we're very likely to see an alt season now. Very likely to see it. So I scaled in here, I scaled in up here, I scaled in another 5% around here in case we were to break down, and my last 5% around here. And I said the next 20% will be put in when this Chiku span touches price action. This trend is cancelled, whether it's from a higher level or from here. So yeah, we'll wait for the candle body to close. We'll wait for the signal to be cancelled. And like I say, what I'm talking about here isn't a short signal. This is a trend signal, which is saying the trend is over. Doesn't mean that it won't continue, it will, but based on the Ichi cloud, consolidation from this level seems most likely. And so if we're going to get a consolidation, it seems reasonable to expect us to continue with a bullish formation. And so we could be looking to break down anywhere to around these levels over time. So about 44% dominance seems reasonable, maybe a little higher. It's this 200 exponential that we want to get picked up on really, and then go back into Bitcoin. So like I said, this entire time only really looking to see around 60 to 70% gains on Bitcoin pairs across the board for altcoins. Some have already seen that, by the way. Others haven't caught a break yet. So there's plenty of opportunity for altcoins, and that would be the full 50% that I'm prepared to put into altcoins from the Bitcoin that I bought down at 21,500 when we came into this area. So that's all it is. Bought the Bitcoin and then basically scaled out of the Bitcoin into those altcoins, and now we're looking for the rotation to kick in. So what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin doesn't have the cancellation of a trend signal that the Bitcoin dominance has, which is a really good way to look at the overall market, because we want Bitcoin to be healthy. We don't want it to consolidate. We want it to stay high. Obviously that's good for all, but the dominance chart had exactly the same setup, golden cross, pump, continuation, trend signal, but that looks like it wants to cancel out, and Bitcoins won't cancel out unless we see candle body closures below 28,000 really, and then this will say, all right, we're going to consolidate from here. We'll also think about consolidating from a higher level. Obviously, the higher we go, the more likely it is to pull back. Not even pull back, but actually consolidate properly. It doesn't look like it wants to do it quite yet. These are all very much a consolidation momentum shape. And so I'm not really looking for this to actually pull back at this exact level, but the higher we get towards that $32,000 zone, so we've got horizontal area of significance just below 32. We've also got the monthly Bollinger Band sitting around there at around just roughly around 32, as you can see there. And the closer we get to that, the more likely it is to find a local high. Whether we break it or not is different. If we do break it, and I mean this, if we do break it, targets of like 38 to 40,000 absolutely on the table. There's absolutely no reason why it wouldn't pump straight up to that level, and at that point then you'd be looking for a longer, more drawn out consolidation that would take months probably, because from such a high level, and that's fine. We traded successfully in the bear market. We can trade successfully in a consolidation, and we can trade in any environment, can't we? The everything bounce part 1, 2, and 3 that we did on the S&P and traditional markets, 1, 2, 3. We can do it, guys. We can do it. It's not a bad environment to trade on when these charts are actually quite crisp and clear. But generally speaking, across the board, Euro, S&P, gold, Bitcoin all still point to further highs. But like I say, the 32,000 is a major high, as is the 4,200 for S&P and 4,003. So we'll think about all of these as and when we get there, and obviously the Euro 112, 114. All of these are major resistances, and obviously the Dixie is not catching a break. The Dixie could free fall much further before we get a decent bounce, a huge bounce maybe, as we get towards 95, 96 over a period of weeks, But keep your ear to the ground, keep your notification bells on, because when there is sort of major changes in these charts, it will likely all do it together, which is why this bull market so far, if you want to call it that, it definitely doesn't appear to be a bear market. There was lots of comments when I was talking about all this bullish stuff, around Christmas and January, and I was saying it's a bear market, man. Do you not see it's a bear market? And oh god, here we go. So it doesn't feel like a bear market now, nor does it feel like a bear market rally, does it? It does honestly feel like a bull market, but it's not the bull market of 2021. So I think this is what Captain Noobmaster fails to recognize, that bull markets aren't often quite like that. Bull markets are basically, for the most part, a decent trading environment, but they don't go just straight up. I'm still looking at all these charts to fanny around sideways, to be fair. Bitcoin as well, and altcoins especially, and maybe even altcoins go down after this little run back to where they started from and below. So all of that happens in a bull market. If anyone was around in the last bull market for crypto, specifically, altcoins went up to new highs, they went down to new lows, all within a bull market, technical bull market. So bull markets, don't be fooled into thinking bull markets just basically mean if you buy now it'll only go up. That's not the case. It might be the case for some things, but it's almost certainly not going to be the case. If you think about buying for the long haul at this point now, because I was saying this to some family members who I saw at Easter, saying, "Oh, should we buy in?" I said, "Look, you're not going to see, I don't see you very often. So if you want me to give you the truth of the matter is, you can buy altcoins now, you can buy Bitcoin now, and you can hold it for let's just say roughly around a 3-year period. I'll let you know when it's time to sell, but you've got to be prepared to buy now and see your portfolio balance go down by 50% before you see it go up to its holy grail of 500% or something like that. So you've got to be prepared for that, right? No one's going to catch the bottom. Well, some people did. Thank you. And no one's going to catch the top. I didn't catch the top, but I did sell around 50 odd, 50, 52, 54. Not all of it, obviously, but a decent, about a third. But no one sells, the top, no one catches the low. But, if you were to buy for the long term now, it seems reasonable, I would say. Altcoins seem reasonable to buy now for the long haul, but be prepared to see a 50% pullback in your portfolio amount, before you reach your all-time high, a little bit further on down the line, and I'm talking a couple of years really. So I was saying that to them, and they're saying, all right, okay, so the best thing to do is to not look at it. It says, yeah, you can look at it, but don't deviate from the plan. The plan for you is always going to be, I buy now and I sell in like 2025. Whatever the price will be then is very likely to be higher than it is today. But between now and then, it's going to be all over the place, guys. And you just got to have the balls to deal with that, all right? So, but standing back from it, still a reasonable time, I think, to buy for the long haul. But just be prepared. If you're in it for the long haul, you're going to see ups and downs and sideways, and it's not going to feel like a bull market. It's going to feel pretty choppy, and that's the point. You got to wait till Captain Noobmaster sees, I don't know, some institution buy into it. Oh, I saw HSBC are now actually buying crypto. I'm going to do it. Okay, fine. That's fine. Should have done it before when HSBC weren't buying it. That's the whole point. But either way, this is a rant that's gone on for too long. Right, so next target's 32,000 or just short, so we're not far from there. Probably a pullback, and then so long as all these signals are still intact, to which they are, we will continue to run up. We will know when this signal, or when this setup has started to run out of steam, and for the moment it hasn't. So a pullback around here is fine, so long as we don't close candle bodies below $28,000. We should expect this to keep running, to be honest. We should expect it to keep running. Anyway, I'll leave with you there. This is nothing different to anything I've ever said. I've been targeting 32,000. I said, before I went away over a week ago, that's basically programmed onto the chart here. And it would appear that it certainly is. Right, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you on the live stream tonight. Otherwise, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.